gap above the 5-minute 200, let the tick come down some.
But we're in a very interesting sell zone. I think this could be just a bounce. And when the bounce is over at whatever key level that they're looking for, we're just gonna go ahead and fall right back down. This could be one of them. I think I'm gonna do this and scalp on the futures again because that the real play for the options was what you said earlier. That move from that top side that second time. If you took it the second time, you would have been happy. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Come Learn. The goal is to earn $25 as consistent as possible. That way you can leverage it later and compound. That is the goal. So on Mondays and Fridays, we do this every single time. So that way we can kind of get ourselves in the mindset of consistently taking something and extracting out of the market. Right now, we're in the middle of a very interesting position. We had a multiple of extensions to the downside. There are some retracements inside of here, but yesterday's or Friday's price action has led to, yeah, there's no music in the background. That has led to a very, 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 very interesting extension to the downside. If you've been in one of my classes, I talk about higher lows and lower lows and everything else. So in this case, we got ourselves a point right here. This is our lower high, and it creates a lower low. So this lower high created that one, and this lower high created this one. So the question is, can we push all the way back and take the sell side liquidity? I am leaning that we are in the middle of a potential selling zone where we're going to attract more sellers after creating the little lower lows. So this could be only retracements. So that is what I am going to pace myself a little bit. That was going to be that scalp. I'm going to take a nice little shot right here to that downside. I'm going to go ahead and just 5-minute 200. Okay. Let me see what you're looking at. Yeah. We're between multiple EMAs. The conversation is either bullish or bearish as they're trying to figure it out. We're going to prepare ourselves accordingly. Put you here, put you there. And to be honest, you can go up there. That way, get out of my way. We probably could get a deep consolidation here. So just be careful because we are between two different order blocks.
Be careful with the downside to make a W.
I'm with you too on that. We broke the psychological level again.
Green.
If this breaks this level again, I'm thinking I'm taking a shot. Let me see what happens. All right, move my stop loss to break even, and I'm out. Okay, yeah, it came to a key point, and then it kind of bounced a little bit, but I don't have any real fair value gaps or anything that's there I could go after. If it breaks below it again, I'm gonna take another shot. Patience.
Possibly
Patience.
W now.
Yeah, very possible, but I'm still leaning on the fact that we're in the sell zone. I would love to see us to retap 28,953 before we try that, because that's my equilibrium on a daily. It can bounce here as it attracts more sellers. as they try to use the psychological level as a holding area. We're starting to show a little bit of weakness, but I mean, it's minuscule of weakness to this upside. Right now, everything here is high risk at this point. We'll find y'all a $25 play. Just give it a second as the market is fist fighting with itself. You got to step into the opportunities, not force the opportunities. Oh, that was it. Duh, 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 duh. I just realized something. Okay. Taking that. Let's see what happens here. All right. I haven't seen any green yet. Oh, there goes my green. Okay. Now my stop loss is going to be pushed to break even. Oh, oh, oh. They already moved it back up before I could do that. They already moved it. They already moved. Oh, you jerks. You are jerks. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Get your butt back down there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're accumulating in the sell zone.
Green.
Come on.
Green.
Come on.
Give me if you don't want it. Give me.
Break the 29,000. Stop playing. There we go.
They're trying to probably go
There we
down to that
go.
400.
I want to get to that. Like I said, 29,953 is my target. That's what I want. And the reason why futures is my tool of methods, because getting quickly in and out versus options is what I'm leaning on. There we go. Collapse. Let's get to 9. Come on, 853. Come on, baby. One more extension. There we go. There we go. Almost there. 99.99% of the target. Almost there. Almost there. If you were able to kind of scalp with me, that's over $25, I promise you, on options. And I got $100 on that on futures, so we'll just go ahead and call that a day over there. I forgot to send out the bad signal.
Put it back.
All right. Oh, some people won't follow the directions. Oh, we almost at 90. Come on, are you gonna get there?
Almost to the fuse 400.
There we go. That was the original target. All right, so I'm looking for potential bounces anywhere around here. Very, very, very interesting spot right here that they're going to go ahead and try to decide what they're going to do. Very strong possibility for us to go ahead and relatively collapse this. Oh. If I was in at this top that I thought we was going to get, I probably will be still holding on to this until it gets to this target here. But if it gets below this target, we could be sweeping the past 2 hours of all that buy side liquidity. And I may be looking for option contracts to sweep that liquidity because this rejection is a very key point. Let me start planning myself accordingly because that is probably going to be the move that we're going to go with. Now, I'm probably going to have to scale in to that because there is a strong possibility of liquidity. So what I want to see here is some type of failure of making this a pivot point and kind of push itself even further down. all part of the process. They basically say at 29,000 you cannot have it. What contract we want? Let's go with the 695 puts, and I'm going to go ahead and get a very tiny position on it. Basically, we're going to find out if the daily is actually weak. Any upside movement from a daily standpoint is completely destroyed because we're in a order block, a daily order block. So if they want to really get this bounce, all the day or higher than the day chart traders, those that probably trade and holding on for a week, maybe even longer than that, they may be buying the dip here, which is good averaging down pricing. If they're in nowhere near their max pain. For those that are day trading, this is a good opportunity for them because they could go ahead and get this whole entire swing with the support of those that are into the higher time frames as well. Right, this might be there's a big pullback though. And this is going to be my shot on a very tiny position. I'm risking about $79 and seeing what's going to happen. There's a possibility we may come up to this level here. Um, but if we are running away from certain gaps and everything else, uh, we could get ourselves another extension as we attempt to see what this daily buy zone is going to look like. Let me come up to the daily to kind of point this out for you. So this area right here is a buy zone. We've sprung off of here before, but that was before we made a beeline to come back down here. If the sellers are really stepping into here, then they're going to really use this against them and start to push against them as far as anything to the downside. So, I'm sorry, anything to the upside. So this is where it's going to get very interesting in the next couple of minutes, trying to figure out where the sellers are, where the buyers are, and if there's more recent buyers here, old school sellers are probably going to really put some pressure on their upper movement. Psychological level is coming back again. We're probably going to end up touching it. Let me go to a 2 hour. Let's see what happens here. All right. Maybe they just come back and retest the psychological level. I do have a level at 29,009. 29, we might as well call it. Let's call it 2910. 2910 is probably an area where they're going to try to make a nice little push through. At that point, oof, that was a nasty slap of that psychological level. Need you to get up a little bit higher to rebalance. Is there any targets down at the bottom? Yeah, I would say if anything, we probably come back to 29.5, 29 or 29.56. That's probably what they're going to probably aim for. Good entry would be here because you're at a key psychological level here, and your stop loss can be at that 10 I was telling you about. So this could be a good spot.
Look like the M.
Mm-hmm. That psychological level is really wrecking them right now. We haven't touched the 200 where? Where is that?
Huh?
You said we haven't touched what?
1 minute, 200. It's right under it. On Q's.
Oh, I thought you
So
said we touched it.
we touched the 200. Now we're going for the 400.
Oh, 400. Okay, you said 200. That's why. On NQ, we already touched ours.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, this is a good hold. If this gives us an extension to the downside a little bit more and starts to get into that 33, I may consider adding on to this position and getting some more. Let me go ahead and put some thought into that. Because then we could go ahead and get this liquidity here.
Down all the way up.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. Here's the
The way
50.
they're doing it, so sluggish.
Here's the 15-minute. We're doing a bearish open and range break. And if we can break this internal structure, that's what I'll be targeting with my next added contract. Then I go ahead and enjoy destroying them on the other side. All right. That's the one where it looks like we could get a little bit of a oomph. If we could get that, come on, 933. Looking for that 933 to kind of fall apart. I am sitting on about 10% profit. I'm willing to risk it because I think it's going to go a little bit deeper than that. We'll see. If we could get a good opening range breakout here, we'll continue and really, really put some pressure on the buyers. Ah, don't do that now. They kind of tweezer bottom this. Let's see if they trap them. Because if they trap them here, we can have ourselves a nice little fun time.
We got room on the 1 minute. Captain channel is right at the 400.
All right, here we go. We get into that 33. Now, here's the danger part about this, and I want y'all to be completely frank. I want to be completely frank, and I want you to be completely focused on your risk management. If this thing touches 33 and gives us a solid close below it, it can slingshot right back up. Okay, so do not because this is a continuation momentum play, not a base. All right, so don't just hold on to this. We've been running for a while. Okay. Do not do it. Don't you dare do it. So let's see. Got it. Oh, there's a kick up here. There's a kick up in that. Oh, that's that same 10 I was telling you about. It's showing up on the 5 minute. Very interesting. Let's see. Sweep the liquidity. Sweep them.
Get anything, let's get it. Let's sweep that liquidity.
Let's go. There we go. That's it. And then I'm going to take another one here.
That's it, my target.
That's fine.
Keep getting out. Let me get back again.
I would say be patient because this is a momentum play. This thing can flip. Looking for the momentum of the bears to kind of kidnap whatever bulls that steps into this place and just make an extension to the downside. That is what this play is about. For NQ, it's a key level, but for QQQ, that is the $700 psychological level. So this is going to be where everything gets very interesting here. So if they sweep this liquidity, currently sitting at 20%, let's see if we
Take
can
my
get one.
profits.
I don't blame you. Take that profits. That's what I'm talking about. Came in, got a nice little gift. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Giant? How you doing?
It's chilling out, man. Good to hear from you. Where's Javi? How's Javi?
Hobby's good. Hobby's good. I think he's probably
Good.
busy with family right now. I think he said he was going to travel this week. So probably check him out later on.
Got a gap on Q.
All right, 21%. I already got my whoa. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I got my $25. I gotta take my $25. You're not going to take all of it. All right. Come learn 25. We got our $25 for the day on the option contracts. Woo-hoo. The goal is to compound it and build off of there. Don't take high risks. I do think we could drop even further, but because this is a top of an order block, they could just bounce this. They did come for a 5 minute fair value gap. That was right here. We could come to this order block, go even lower. They could go even deeper into here. That's fine. But our goal is to stay consistent, focused, and having our trades the way that they're supposed to. Not turn around and giving it right back to the market. That is the game. That is the game. All right. And before we tap out of here, don't forget it is single release party 731. If you don't know where to get the link, information will be down below. So go ahead, get there. We are going to have some fun. Throw Some Fibs is the new single, and I'm excited to release that right after market session. That said, for all y'all in the YouTube space, I'm gonna go ahead and tap it with the people over in the Zoom, and we'll catch up. If you want to get more information and everything else,